Your game requires you to do a restart, you dumb cunt. Awkward. I am totally, totally getting sued for this live stream, by the way. Where? Video game. Hello? What is doing? Jack Daniels. Okay. Oh, don't lie it. I'll do it one more time. How am I supposed to make a video if you do a entire game isn't working? Oh my god. About to lose it. Oh, that's illegal. Nice, Riot! Very good. Did you guys see that? Holy. Was? Was is this? Yeah, truthfully, probably doesn't even matter, to be honest. Probably not. What the fuck ever? Watch this. Riot Games. Vanguard. Error. Okay. We will not be playing that. We will be playing this, I guess. The best part is... I don't give a shit. I don't care. Where do I even begin with this schizo rant? So... At about 11:01 today. Or, no, about 10 o'clock. I told my coworker Becca she could go on break and I would relieve her for 15 minutes. Of which the 15 minutes that I told her I'd relieve her for passed. Long past. Very long since passed. Like 20 minutes passed. And I told her that I would relieve her for only 15 so I could go on break. And I did that. So I go back in there and she asks me to write down her people. She will be back in a minute. I cannot disclose the names or where I work because that's illegal. And I can get sued easy if I do that. So she sends me back out with the paper, of which I start writing the names down to bring it back. I walk out of the room, and there's a resident on the floor. I'm not legally allowed to touch them when they're on the floor. I'm allowed to call for a nurse. I'm not allowed to touch them. Which is pretty swag, considering I lost my job for something that was out of my fucking... my pay grade and my, allowed to do area. Hold on, I'm looking for a map to play. I'm drinking right now. A pretty crazy thing to do. How about some... Do I have any of that? Anyway, I write down the names, and I bring them back as requested, and I walk out and they're on the floor. And I get in trouble for it, even though I wasn't even supposed to be in there, because that's not my job. Which is pretty fucking ridiculous. What? Why do I have to deal with people's bullshit? It doesn't make much sense to me. Copyright free music for live stream. Wait. NCS. Oh yeah, baby. This is stupid. Is this horrible? Might be the worst. Wait. Am I just in... Where's the zombies? Okay. Well, let me, for some reason, HD TV's on. I don't know. This is the worst. Not really. It could be worse. Is this funk? Am I an idiot? I guess so. I don't know. I think that's rather stupid. Oh, I keep fucking failing. My life is horrible. Not really. Could be way worse. Like, it actually could be so much worse than this. Did I just open that door? I did. Yikes. Gabooba daba laba ebb baba boda baba. Boing boing. On my pecker donker. Oh, Deku. Deku, get out of me. Shut up, idiot. Oh. This is the worst. This is horrible. That might have just been the fastest round one in Knocked her on Toten. Holy shit, I'm so out of it right now. You know what? I don't even care, bro. I don't. This is the worst shit. Would you like dog? I'm hungry, yes? Fuck off. Nice invisible player model, by the way. Really, setting the fucking tone with that one. I feel like I'm fucking high, dude. Oh, this isn't real. You know, there's nothing stopping me coming visiting them. Oh. Fuck off, idiot. I am amazing and smart and sexy. I'm a little drunk. Just a little bit. Move, door. Ah, I put my big finger up to my head. I'm gonna get a ray gun out of this box hit. They call me Brandon. Oh, that's my mule kick gun. I should have thought about that. That's okay. I'm gonna get wall power in a minute. Oh, I need that after wall power. Yummy. Holy. Hi, zombie. Oh my god, look at you. Now Becca can't be the fucking coordinator. She has to be an aide because I'm gone. They have no more aides. They have no more aides. This is amazing. Today's actually great. Because losing me affects their positions so badly. Like, in the worst way possible. Doesn't make any sense, does it? This song is so ass. This entire playlist is actually kind of ass. Oh, here he comes. Oh. I might keep that, actually. I might keep that.
Cool.
Dude, Austin, you wanna know something amazing? It's gonna be such a shocker.
What?
I just got wrongfully terminated from my job, and I recorded it.
Why?
Basically a resident fell on the ground, and I was covering for someone that was on break because I told them that I would, even though I'm not obligated to do that, right? Like, I didn't have to do that for her.
Oh, did
But
you
she,
help them up?
no. She took 20 more minutes on break than she was supposed to, because she was only supposed to be on 15 minutes. I walk in there with the papers that she requested over the radio, right? And I come back in and the resident's being lifted into their chair, and I get fired for insubordination, even though I was just listening to her radio comm. That makes no sense.
Insubordination?
Yeah, I don't know how it's insubordination.
For what?
I literally asked them, I said,
insubordination
no, I
means
literally,
that you, like, directly...
No, here's what I said to the administrator there. She was like, for insubordination, I was like, what was I insubordinate about? She was like, I don't wish to further discuss on this topic. And I was like, you legally have to tell me what I did wrong. You can't fire me for no reason. And she was like, we don't have to disclose any information to you.
She
said,
has to.
yeah, I know. And I literally said, I didn't tell her, like, I'm obviously, it's not worth my time to try to, like, sue a company.
Insubordination for what?
That's what I said. I said insubordination of what?
Insubordination is, like, not following the rules.
That's what I said.
See,
I said, what was I insubordinate about?
I said it was awful.
I said,
in terms of, like, the superiors and everyone.
I know, I said, what was I insubordinate about? And she was like, she said, we don't have to disclose any information for you. I was like, but you're terminating my job, and that affects my life outside of this.
I think she does. I think they have to give a reason. as to
her reason was literally she said insubordination. I said, what was I insubordinate about?
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what it sounds like is she's just making an excuse. She probably just threw you under the bus.
I know, and
she didn't
I
want
mean,
have
to
that
be fair,
conversation.
I was supposed to be in there, but I wasn't supposed to be in there for that long. I told Becca, I told her, I was like, okay, I'll cover your 15. And you want to know, okay, I walked in there at 11, I think it was 11:24 to finish my charting because I'm the one that does all the, like, personal interactions with the residents. I'm not supposed to be in the dining room. I'm supposed to be in their rooms.
Yeah.
And I told Becca I'd watch her shift for 15 minutes. 30 minutes go by. I go in there and ask her, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm in here talking to the supervisor. I'm like, okay, but I need you out there. And she was like, I'll be out there in a minute. 5 more minutes go by. I go back in there and she's like, can you write these names down in there for me? So I go and do that. I go back in after filling out the paper and there's a resident on the floor. And they're like, we need your name. I'm like, why? Because you were supposed to be in there when it happened. I was like, no, I fucking wasn't. And they were like, well, you were in there, walking in there, so we... And I was like, so this is a we need our guy situation. And they're like...
Yeah.
I was like, they're like, it was kind of like the, we need our man to, like, for a fallback here. And that's what I told him. I told the administrator that to her face, and she was like, we can't disclose any information to you. All we need you to do is turn in your badge, your keys, and your walkie-talkie. And I was like, for what reason? She was like,
who's above them? Because I would just
nobody.
Go to them and try
Nobody.
To discuss
they
it.
were the ones that told me. The administrator of the building was the one that fucking was looking for me.
I already told, because like my aunt worked there years ago. She said it was like the same way that they tried to throw her under the bus for something similar, like basically the exact same thing, and she quit. They didn't fire her, but they gave her like a warning or whatever, and she was like, this is BS.
They didn't even give me a warning.
Because why
they
would
said
I?
multiple instances of insubordination. This was the first time they've ever brought anything up to me. What the fuck do you mean multiple instances of insubordination? My job cannot be insubordinate. There is filed paperwork of the things I've done. There's no insubordination about it. I'm the one that writ down all the files.
Under the bus.
That's what I'm saying. I have the filed
my aunt
paperwork.
said, like,
they don't.
My aunt used to, from what I think, if I remember correctly, she used to like run one of the floors, basically, like one of the hallways. And
so she's
someone
a CNA,
didn't show up.
QRN.
So they wanted her to run both hallways.
And that she can't. That's not.
Obviously, she couldn't. She couldn't run both hallways. So she was running the one hallway, and then, you know, whoever else was doing the other hallway because the person who was supposed to be there wasn't. And then someone in that hallway fell or something happened, and they tried to pin it on her.
Well, Austin Hoskins told me before I got into the job that it was going to be rough. He said that job is like that department's rough.
Yeah, and that's what my aunt said, that they tried to pin that on her because they were saying she was supposed to be there, but like she told them, she was managing her hallway and she had someone else was managing that one because she physically couldn't. And she's like, and they should never ask somebody to do that much. And then she said, like, so she quit. She's like, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, a retard named Demi Fable sent me a friend request on Discord. Let's see what they want. Hold on, actually, let's see what they want. They're gonna sell me something. Wait, guys.
Their rent is due tomorrow. The rent is due tomorrow.
Hello,
They need to sell their
robot. Type hello, robot in the chat. Okay. Sell me something.
If you do a really good job, maybe I'll buy your art.
I don't need a new profile picture today, thank you.
Bro draws his own
pieces. I would like to send you this ideology packet, this pamphlet including my nuts, a picture of a toilet, and myself. Dude, they're shaking. They're really silent.
I get those texts like, or those messages like, I draw PFPs. I'm like, my PFP is perfect.
My penis. You draw penises? Huh? No, I draw PFPs.
Yeah.
Penises, huh?
That's basically what that stands for.
Personal P. What is it? PFP.
Ancient Korean slang.
Are you at work right now?
Yeah, but I'm just in the pole barn. I'm not doing anything today because I'm tired of breathing in paint dust for 8 hours a day. I'll
I'd
start up
really
again
just need a
Monday.
job where I'm basically my own boss, but that is impossible to get.
Yeah, I mean it's really hard to get.
Because
I
I
mean,
know I do a good job.
if you do
I
your
know personally
commissions,
I do a great job. Well, that's
I
so
would
hard
if
to get.
I was you,
Do
I
you
would
know how
do the
hard that is to
commissions.
keep up with?
I
Like,
know, but
actually?
like, I mean, that's like the only you get to be your own boss though. You just got to make sure you don't take on too much work, and then you won't be,
I mean, even if I do, it's not like I can
falling
get
behind.
terminated, but like, fuck. It's really hard to keep a good rep in the fucking community like that. Like,
Oh, I know.
if your shit's
Yeah, I
good,
mean,
your shit's good, but if you start lacking on time, people start having a problem with that and all that shit. It's just way too much
well,
effort.
that's why that's where you just can't take it too much on at a time. Where you're like, you got to take it like, I don't know how long it takes you to do one if you're pacing yourself,
If I want to
like
make, so like,
average
if I
work
wanted to make
hours type.
a good like thing on Unity, and that's something that'd be well over like $300. It'd only take me like 4 hours. But realistically, you got to think that I have to keep motivated to keep making things like that, and that's so much
See,
effort
okay,
because when you
but
do it so
That's
much,
how much is $300 in 4 hours though? I mean, if you do two of those a week, that's like $600. If
I
you do
could.
three of them a week, you could work 3 4 hour days a week, ish, and make like $1,200. That's way more than I make. That's like double what I make right now. So, I work 40-hour work weeks minimum. My check's $1,200 at the end of 2 weeks.
I
So,
know, but I like working. I don't like sitting at home doing all this dumb shit. Like, I literally got so
yeah, I
upset
mean, I
because you
understand
got to
that.
think about they didn't only like terminate me. They separated emotional ties with people that I like went to go see
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day
I mean, I
there.
get it. I get it.
And they don't
I
have a
do
second
understand that.
thought. Like the people there to me were like
When they needed someone to
family.
throw under the bus.
But the people there
And
to
I
me
mean,
were like literally
unfortunately,
family to me. Like I'd wake up and I'd want to go see them. You're not going to get many employees that want to come into a fucking job because they want to fucking do their job. I don't give a fuck about the money I make.
yeah,
It's decent
yeah,
money, but
those people they don't care about that. They just needed someone to throw under the bus, and unfortunately,
we
you're one
wouldn't
of
be
the
having
one of the newer employees.
yeah, we wouldn't be having these bougie ass town hall dog shit meetings if and talking about fucking blah 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 this that. We don't ever bring up residents usually in our town hall
Yeah,
meetings. We don't usually ever do that. We don't let them come near. We don't do
yeah,
anything. And the residents get to
because they
have
don't
their
care.
own council meeting. And you know what they get take away from that? You know the only thing they're looking for on that is who the residents don't like in the building. I've heard about that because our director was like, "Oh, yeah, no one got reported this time." I was like, "Why are you looking at that?" There was like, "Cuz that's what we look for when we're going to see the town hall meetings or the resident meetings." They don't actually care unless it has to do with the culinary department. The culinary department is the only spot in that building where your job is like locked down because it's managed by someone inside of a culinary department. It's not really managed by like Lindsay or anything like that.
Yeah,
So I sent them a pretty nasty message in that group chat before I left saying about and showed them a video of the shit that they were doing. So I hope they get the memo
yeah. I
that
mean, that's not. Yeah, that's stuff like that. I really don't understand why people feel the need to do that. Like me personally, I take
let's have a
responsibility
talk
for my
about it.
actions.
Yeah, but they weren't even my actions to be honest. I didn't make them fall out of
I
that
know.
wheelchair.
But that's
I
what
would
I'm
have
saying.
tried to
It
help
wasn't
them.
your fault,
No, like the way I see it, I would have got
but
terminated
they pinned
regardless.
it
Let
on
me put it
you.
like this: if fucking if Miss Karen would have fell out of that wheelchair in front of me, I would have tried to help her off the floor. I would have gotten
Yeah, they
fired for
probably
that.
wouldn't have liked that either. They
Yeah,
wouldn't have liked that either.
and
Yeah.
I'm telling you to your face, like if Austin Hoskins comes here and asks anything, I will tell you to your face, I would have tried to help her off the ground. She is
Well, yeah,
like
because that's the right
she
thing to
is
do.
like a
That's
grandma to
that's
me.
that's
She is
another
my
reason. Yeah, that they did that to Liz too. She tried to help someone up, and they almost fired her for that too, because she helped someone up.
I literally like love those people there. Like they are a family to me in my eyes. Well, they can't be anymore. But you know what's crazy about that, Austin, is I have such a strong emotional connection to those people that I'm going to go there and visit them, even though I don't work there anymore. You cannot stop me from visiting a resident legally. Okay, let me put it
No,
like
they
this.
can't. No,
Legally,
yeah, you're
you
allowed to do
cannot
that.
trespass me for visitation hours. And B, the only way that you can stop me from coming in the building, and it doesn't even, it'd have to be every resident in that building
Yeah,
doesn't want
they
to see
probably have to
me.
say that they don't want you there.
And
And I mean, yeah,
why
it's
would they
not
not
gonna
want me
happen.
there? They fucking literally, like every day I come in, hi, hey buddy, where'd you go yesterday? Hey buddy, where were you at yesterday? We wanted to see you. Like shit, you think they're gonna tell me to stop coming in when I'm gonna be there to talk to them? You're gonna have to see my face for probably the next couple months until someone that I like passes away there and I stop coming there.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's the thing, right? Is like they don't. I don't think they realize just how much
and
you
you know what's the
actually
best
cared
part?
about
If
them.
they fucking try to come talk to me about anything, I could just ignore them. In fact, I could
Oh
like,
yeah.
if they come harass me about it, I could go as far as filing a restraining order. Like, I could do whatever I want. I see this as like, you just kind of like threw your activities department in the trash. That's what I see it as, because I did the majority of the file work. Other people there, probably don't even know what a fucking piece of paper is, to be honest. And that's okay. Because I can always just get a new job and go back there and see people whatever I want.
That does suck, though. I'm sorry. I hate to hear that. I mean, that's not cool. Unfortunately, that's just the way things are, though.
I think
Most
I'd
of the
be a
time,
lot
is
less,
people
I think I'd be a lot more upset about this if I wasn't, like, drunk right now. But I'd like,
drunk. It's 2 in the afternoon.
bitch, I just got
Come
fired
on.
from my job, cried on the way
I
home.
know, but that's
Come on,
no.
man.
But come on, though.
No,
That's
it's not a
not.
bad drinking thing. It's like I had one can of something I bought that I wanted to try. I'm not like drunk. I'm like a little tipsy. And
Okay,
a
that's different.
if I get tipsy, I start getting
That is.
like happy retarded. I'm like slap happy. I'm not like roid raging.
Well, I know it's not that. It's just that I've dealt with I think, and I mean I don't like to see anybody if
This is
it's an
just
unhealthy manner.
poopy.
I mean that's not. There's nothing wrong with what
Drinking
you're
and
doing, isn't it?
drinking. No, there's drinking. There's drinking to like forget, and then there's drinking to have a good time. I'm drinking to have a good time right now. I'm making my day better. Because all I have to do, I'm going to do what Gerald did, to be honest. I'm going to go to a temp agency, because I'm not fucking doing this dumb shit anymore. If I want a job bad enough, I'll go
It's
get
a
a
temp
job.
agency.
A temp agency is a place that hires you on to get a job, and then what's it
They
called?
like
If they don't like you, they
lay you
shoot
off.
you to a different job. If they do like you, you get permanently hired on that
Oh
company.
yeah, my aunt was talking about that. I think she thought that's what you're doing at Proximo
That is what I was
or
doing, but
something
it
like
was like
that.
it was just like do I like this kind of thing, or do I not like this kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what she said. It's probably temp
Like, I
agency
genuinely don't
around.
need to get a job, but I want one. If I just stuck to my commission work, and I actually find a way to get a name for my fucking shit again, besides fucking, like, VR chat models and fucking all that, I think I'd be set for probably a good portion of my life. It's just, like, it's not what I want to do with my life. And I'm sorry to say, it's just really not. Do I want to become a YouTuber? No. Do I want to make fucking digital shit for the rest of my life? No. Because that's not helping anybody. That's not saving anyone's life. Maybe me giving someone a burger. I think me working fast food would benefit people more than me fucking making them a piece of paper. The only thing that my shit going into the world would help is to stop someone from maybe killing themselves. Because what I just gave them probably made their life a little bit better. But like, shit.
Oh, this came with my starter. Yeah, I mean that sucks. I don't know. I mean, as much as I complain about my job, I know I'm probably not going to get fired ever because unless I do something really
I
stupid.
theoretically shouldn't ever have gotten fired because I was doing what was in my
I
job
know,
description.
but it's also like the fact that I already knew the environment you were working in from my aunt's description.
And it's just
So like
not,
it
it's
was
probably just
already
not
like
good.
I already knew it was just like it was a shaky. Because
Oh,
like I said,
so
they
what
tried to.
in your brain it was it's only a matter of time.
Well, yeah, because like my aunt's told so many stories from that, and she worked there 10 years ago. She said it's the same. Her grandma was in there, and I think she died in their care. Or her grandpa. I think it was her grandpa. He like swallowed his dentures, and no one found out about it until 2 weeks later. They thought they just disappeared. His dentures were lodged in his throat for
That's
2 weeks.
something that would be noticed
He
immediately by
couldn't.
most hospitals
Well,
because
they didn't
they
notice.
do X-rays and shit
He couldn't
immediately
eat.
on the.
Well, he couldn't eat or anything, and they just thought he wasn't eating. They're like, oh, whatever, and they
He
literally just
literally
left him,
couldn't eat, is what it
and he
was.
died. Yeah, and he died because all that. Yeah, and then that was it. They didn't care. They
It
did not
seems
care.
so heartless. Like when they're out, they're like, "Give me your stuff, and we'll show you out the door." I was like, "What?" It's like, "Are we not going to talk about this?" It's like, "There's nothing further to discuss." They never asked my side. They didn't do anything. They
There
asked me
definitely
to.
was something to discuss, but they're just trying to. They don't want to discuss it because then
And
they'd
I
have
could,
to
I'm gonna
explain.
be so honest. I have every right to go sue them. Like I can. I have it on video. But like if I
Yeah.
hold it anymore for than like a couple hours or even a day, it's considered blackmail. So it's whatever. I'll just not care. I just won't. It's not worth my time. Making 14, like 14.50 an hour is not worth my time.
No, I mean, yeah, that sucks. That's really what it does boil down to. You can pay those lawyer fees to get compensated for what?
My
Maybe the
job
rest of the
back.
year's worth of pay.
Maybe my
Well,
job
maybe,
back. Who fucking knows? But is it worth
maybe.
getting my job back at that point? No. Would it
No,
be
because then
worth
you're
trying
gonna
to
go
get people
back and
fired? Yeah,
they're
I
gonna
definitely.
sit
I
there.
want them to get fired for what they did, but who gives a shit? Like at the end of the day, I did my best, and that's all that matters to me. Is I did what I was there for. I got used up for what it was. The residents are not going to be happy that I'm gone because they literally told me that the way they run the fucking department pisses them off. And I said there's not much I can do about that besides let you guys do what you want when I'm out here with you. And that's what I did. When I was out there with them, we all came up with a plan with each other, me and the residents. We came up with a plan for every day. And at the end of every day, we'd watch some movies. Like shit. I go out there when Becca's doing it, and they're fucking doing church and sitting there looking like they're about to fall asleep. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? That's not my job. It's really not my job now. But, I'll find something new. I'm never
I
gonna
don't
get,
know. I wish we were hiring. I'd hire you.
I'd never get
I think you'd be
fucking,
a good.
I'm a
I think
very,
you'd be good help.
I am a insanely good fucking person when it comes to, like, filing stuff and fucking, like, customer service, all that shit. It's just how the world works now, unfortunately.
Oh, we're hiring an off. Well, they said we're hiring an office position. I don't know if I believe that or not. They said there's a thing, a listing on Indeed, and I looked and I couldn't find it
What is the
because I think Logan
listing?
wanted to
Well,
apply.
what is it? What is the job exactly?
There is no listing. He lied, but the job is, taking care of the front end, taking care of customers that come in to pay their bills, and
So a receptionist is what it is.
taking payments, getting them all in the system, handling like work orders that I or Daniel do, and getting those filed away properly. Handling late fees and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you're just an accountant kind of. It's what Pam does. I mean, everything Pam
I
does.
mean, that sounds pretty fucking hard, but it's kind of like a. I think I'd get the hang of it eventually.
I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah.
Like just me. I mean, I'm a little different. I don't think it would be that hard.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't. But I'm
Daniel,
saying like.
Daniel can do it. Daniel can do it somewhat. So I mean, it can't be that hard because he can't do anything. So.
Maybe he's just secretly really smart.
I used to think he was really smart when I hired on, but I'm starting to really doubt it. I think he talks smart, but he's not. He likes to talk like he's smart, but he's really
That's a
not.
lot of people.
And like
That's a
if you
lot of
really
people in
listen
a
to the
lot of
things he
places.
says, trying to sound smart, it just like doesn't make sense.
That's a lot of
Half
people
the
in a
time
lot
when
of
he's
places though, because like you got to understand that some of them get paid to sound smart. You know that, right? Some of them just get
well,
paid.
Daniel doesn't get paid to sound smart. He gets paid to do what he's told,
He
and
doesn't get
he's
paid
not
at
very good at
all.
that either. I wish. I wish he'd leave. I wish Justin would leave. I wish everyone would leave except Pam. Just me and Pam. I'll handle it. I'll call Completo whenever I have something needs done. They'll help me out. They'll help me out and they'll do it correctly. And they won't ask stupid questions like, why do we have to dig this pit up? Because we do. Like, what do you mean? I can't reach my arms down in there. I gotta dig it up. Dummy. What kind of
Jimmy.
question is it? Like, I would understand if he was brand new, but he's not. He's been doing this with me since February. And I've taught him pretty much everything I know, and he still asks me those same dumb questions. Or like if I send him to go do something, he'll call me with like questions. I'm like, you should know that.
I just wish I was in people's brains, you know, like what goes on in someone's brain when they see me walk in to a unsuspecting me getting fired with a smile on my face looking like I'm enjoying my life so much right now. What the fuck goes on into people's brains when you're like, yeah, no, I'm gonna need you to turn in your shit. And we're not gonna discuss it either. I just want you to turn your shit. So, this is to Amanda, and I won't give a last name, because I'm gonna be sending this entire live stream to the group chat, of which they, for some reason, do not know how to take people out of. The next time we decide to get a person in activities that actually wants to do their job in a department that we underpay for the work that they have to do, dealing with all of your nurses' bullshit, maybe we should try to get better lawyers. Maybe you might even have lawyers. Who knows? But let's use our brains a little bit before we do dumb shit, because you never know who might just be like, oh, but I've already been being mistreated in this building. There might be a chance that there's a camera on somewhere. So like, newsflash, I've already been harassed, talked shit about, told I don't get my job done when there's files to prove it, you know. On top of that, everyone there except your fucking team likes me. So what's the point? What's the mental disconnect there? Your residents love me. They love when I'm on your activities, even though that's not my job. I don't get what's so wrong with the department there. Like judging off of what your fucking aunt's or who's Liz, what she said.
Yeah.
She's absolutely right. It's fucking run like shit. And if you don't fill in for things that people did, it's your fault. It really is. And there's nothing you can say, do, or fucking to change that.
Well,
because
even
they're
if
gonna tell
you
you
do fill in, they'll try to pin the blame on you regardless.
Because, oh, we wanted you to do it even though you never agreed, so we need someone to blame. Hey, that's your fault. My bad. My bad for being a good Samaritan and doing my job that I fucking got hired on for. Oh yeah, by the way, can I mention that I never wanted to be in the activities department? I fucking signed up on their website for housekeeping. For fucking janitorial work. So can we point that out? Why?
Was the person that asked you to cover for them a nurse, or were they on activities as well?
They were on activities with a fake job title known as activities coordinator, which doesn't even fucking exist. She never got the promotion. She was an activities aide just like I was, with no special training, no special anything, no special promotion. Yet she gets paid twice as much as I do, has the same job title, and has only been working there for 2 years. But your excuse is that you're going through a divorce, and the fact that you've been running the activities department. I don't give a fuck. We have an activities director now that's been working there for almost 2 weeks. She knows what she's doing.
Keep your personal life. Keep your personal life.
The saddest fucking part is that she was going through that divorce, and I felt bad, and I was helping her. I said, "Hey, do you need a minute? You can sit here for a minute and text your husband, make sure you're all good to work, because I'm not gonna have you out on my floor, making my residents sit there and watch you on your phone while I fucking do your job." I've only been working there for 4 fucking days at that point. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll fucking wing it. You want to say that I'm
Well,
insubordinate.
that's the thing. Like I don't walk into work and like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything because my dad committed suicide not that long ago, and
And I'm not going to do anything because I
not
have
gonna
no
do anything
family
today.
whatsoever to go home to. I have nothing but a cat and my fucking
Yeah.
boyfriend to go home to. And even then, all we're doing usually is sitting here watching TV, which is fine. I don't
Where
care. I don't have a
where
fucking
did you
problem.
move to?
Lawrenceburg. I live with my boyfriend. But,
Well, I know you told me that. When did that happen?
like, like a month ago. But that's besides the point. I come home and I'm sad sometimes. I don't go to work feeling like shit. I love coming home. Even though I have
Oh, I do.
relatively nothing, like, I don't have family. Me and you both, like, we both, honestly, I feel like
I
you're the one
hate
that can relate most of this. I don't
I
have an
hate going to work.
actual family to come home to.
Well,
The
I
only
do. I have my
thing,
aunt and
no, I'm
uncle at
saying, like,
least.
even before this happened, I had my dad's ex-wife that would drink all the time to come home to, which sucked, which is fine. But she has a boyfriend
No,
now, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? I don't bring that shit to work with me is the point. But I put my heart out, and I saw someone else was in need, and I was like, fuck it. You're feeling bad. I'll do this for you because, well, you need help, and
That's what
that's
good people
fine.
do.
And that's what good, yeah. But it's when good people get taken
Literally, what it
advantage of,
boils
and
down to. Like,
is the
yeah,
problem.
I can't say I have it too rough now because at least I have my aunt and uncle. They probably care about me more than basically anyone I've ever lived with at this point. And to them, I'm like their child anymore. But like, it still sucks just having to
I
deal with
think the
everything
biggest
that
culprit
I've dealt with.
is this person there, and I'm not gonna say her name. We'll just say her name's L, right? Fuck it, Lindsay. I'm not gonna give her a job title or anything because that's not. But she says blah blah blah. Says people say I'm doing a good job, right? She pulled me aside, right? I went into her office and I was told I was doing a great job. Awesome, great. And keep in mind, Austin, that was 2 days ago. And then she
Yeah.
pulls me aside today and says I'm constantly being insubordinate. Make that shit make sense. Let's make that shit
Yeah,
make
it
sense.
doesn't.
Without any further conference, any further fucking repercussion, anything, no fucking conversations had. Says I'm being insubordinate. You're a fucking loser. And for how much you
Yeah,
get
I mean,
paid,
that's-
and for what you do, which I see you not really doing anything, which you probably do something, I don't know, besides sitting there bitching, complain about everything. It's sad. And I have every fucking right to fucking be upset. Which I'm not really upset. I'm just like explaining what I see, what I've seen, and the things that have happened there. Why? And I've seen other people get treated like this. Why is that building still running?
mean-
Oh no! And by the way, not to mention their 1-star review on Yelp and other several according websites. But we don't look at statistics. We don't look at the values, the statistical values. We look at, are we gonna get our money cut for this? Are we gonna get in trouble for this? Yeah, you are, because you're doing it wrong. Fucking do it right. I could have a fucking monkey in there with a basic, like, knowledge of, like, maybe, like, basic English that can't portray it. Knows how to write on paper pencil. They could probably do a better job than half my department. You could put a fucking dog with a service vest on out there, and they'd be doing a better job than fucking Becca. And all the residents would have to do is touch the fucking thing. Holy shit. Like, I don't know. Like, my bad for fucking assuming that I was doing a good job.
Here's the thing, right, with me. It's like, yeah, you're like not mad, whatever. I would be mad.
I
Like,
mean,
the
I
thing with me
should
is,
be.
like, you know,
Like, I've lost so much.
I don't get too mad very often anymore because like yeah, even when I'm driving, I'm like not really that mad. It's just like it's more like an outlet
Yeah,
for
I
me
know what you
to
mean.
get that energy out. It's not necessarily like I'm yelling because I'm just gonna be mad like all the time. I'm not really that mad.
No, I get
It's
that.
just like it's easier for me to amplify that, and then that way when I go home, I don't sit there and do that to my family, because that's what my dad did. Is that he would have all those emotions, and my brother too. He'd have all those emotions, and they'd come home and they would take it out on us, basically.
But my thing is, it's like,
And the thing is, you guys don't actually see me like when I'm genuinely upset
no,
very
because you
often.
don't, you know,
If ever, like, I don't. It's very very seldom that I've actually been like fully mad, and you guys have been like present in some manner. That does not happen. I don't let that happen. When I
no,
get
that's
mad,
fine.
I remove myself from the environment of people. Like I'm isolated. I make sure of that
No one
because I'm
needs
not
to
gonna.
see it. I mean, it's not like, and it's not like you're
Well,
doing
yeah,
anything
that.
wrong. It's just, it's how you feel at the moment. That's fine. And you know how to fucking handle it like an adult. What people don't understand anymore is that people actually are human beings and they have these emotions. That's what's missing in the world, is we don't care for each other as another person. We care for each other out of the value of what they can do for you. And that's not fucking okay.
Yes.
That's disgusting. Like, I'm not fucking a philosopher or anything, but holy shit, I think me and you both have been through enough to fucking say what we've seen with this world, and it's fucking disgusting. It's not right.
Well, that's the thing. Like with my job, like, I work for the government technically. My job gets kind of political, and I really don't like that because like I have nothing to do with it. I'm just a water technician. I don't live here or anything. I'm not local. I haven't been here for 25 years. I just started, and like I get dragged into these political conflicts with Miami Township and the fire department and the sheriff's department. I don't have a dime in it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go home in Moores Hill, Indiana, and none of this is gonna matter.
Yeah,
It's
because
not.
that's not what you get paid to do. You get paid to go out there and fix fucking water lines. You go out there and
Yeah,
get
like
paid to put
that's yeah.
signs on
And
people's
for some
doors.
reason,
That's not your problem. You don't need to give a
and
shit
then for
about
some
that.
reason, I gotta hear about or be told by the mayor or something that what I did wasn't right. I'm like, dude, I'm doing my job. I
Wait, the
did what I was
mayor
told to
told
do
you?
by my director. Well, he said that the door hangers that we were hanging were humiliating which he didn't say that until we hung them up in his neighborhood. All the other ones until that were
Let me
fine.
guess, his
But
house
we hung
got
them up in
one?
his
That'd be fucking
neighborhood. No, he did. He
hilarious.
didn't. He did not get one. He almost got one. He did. He almost got one, but he didn't. And
What is up with
yeah, he
people just
said it's
not paying their fucking
humiliating.
water bill?
I'm like, you know what? If it's so humiliating, maybe next time they'll pay their water bill.
Yeah, and
They
it's as
won't get
easy
one.
as, what, signing a file saying, here's the money, giving a check or some shit. It's not
Yeah,
that fucking
literally.
hard.
But
If
guess
you
what?
have a house, you
Well,
should have a job.
these people will come up with every excuse under the sun. Like, oh, I can't make it at those hours. Those hours are unreasonable. We're open from 7 a.m. to 3:30
Oh, and
or
you know what you
3:15
tell
every
them?
day.
I guess you won't have fucking water. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
here's the
No.
thing. Well, here's the thing. They can pay over the phone, or they can leave something in the Dropbox after hours. But they just choose not. I mean, I've talked to people. Well, how do you expect me to? They lived. By the way, this house was literally. I could see our waterworks office from this house. It was like literally 300 feet down the street from it, right? And we're going to shut their water off. Why are you here to shut my water off? You didn't pay your bill. Well, how do you expect me to pay it? You guys are never open when I can. And I'm like, ma'am, with all due respect, the office is right there. Like I can see it. You can walk there. Well, I'm not. I got 2 kids. I'm not walking down there. I'm like, then you can call and pay over the phone. Really? I'm like, yeah. Have you never tried calling and asking for alternative ways to pay? You just assumed that you couldn't pay? You just assumed, oh, I can't make it during hours. Guess I just can't pay. Guess I just won't have to pay for my water bill. Like,
But my point is,
no, you never even
with
tried to
that
reach out.
shit, is if you have a house, you can pay for a water bill. It's the bottom line. If you have a house, you have a job. That is the bottom fucking line. You do
That's
not
right.
just
Like-
randomly live in that fucking house. You have a job.
Well, it's like like sometimes. I don't know. You'd be amazed how many of these people we go to shut off, and they're like, "Hang on, let me call my mom," and their mom will pay their bill for them or something.
No,
like
and I get that some
45-year-old
people have situations.
And that's
but
horrible.
my point
Well,
is,
no, it's not
is
even
that
that. It's
most
not situations.
cases,
I mean,
they
like,
have the house, they have the job.
I walked up to this house, and they had a brand new Honda Civic, whatever, like sport with new rims and everything. And I'm shutting their water off. I knocked on their door because that's our policy. We give them one chance, whatever. Why are you shutting it off? I'm like, you didn't pay. You got 3 notices for it. Well, I didn't know you guys would actually come out and shut me off. I'm like, that's what it said on the notice. It literally says that.
Is our,
Says
is
you will
our,
be
is our,
shut
do we
off
get
in
paid to
48
lie to you?
hours.
Is that what it is? Do we get paid to lie?
And then I don't have the money. I'm like, well, that's just too bad then. I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you, man. I'm like, if it's an emergency situation, call the office and talk to them and we can work something out. I'm like, but you only get that one time. Like that, you don't get to do that every
I was
month.
gonna say that's what that knock is. It's like a there it is. We have it.
Well,
It's about to
let
go
me call
bye-bye.
my mom. I mean, I knocked on this door. It is the same person, by the way, who I was just talking about, who said they couldn't make it to pay the bill. They just couldn't make it. And this last time, I went to shut them off again because they still didn't pay their bill. So obviously, they're just lying to my face, making excuses. But well, my mom called last week and she was supposed to take care of it. I'm like, well, as far as I know, nothing was worked out. I'm like, so you got to call the office and ask. Well, you got to call your person. They work some. I'm like, I'm not calling anybody. I'm not calling anybody. You can call and figure out what happened, and I will sit here and watch you call them. And then if I get a call saying not to shut you off, I will not shut you off.
But as
I
far
am
as
not
you're
going to call them.
concerned, if you don't get a call or a message saying not to do it, you have to do it.
Yeah, I'm here to shut the water off. I'm not the one who makes those negotiations. I'm not in a position to do that. I'm in a position to shut the water off because that's what I was told to do. That's our policy. I'm not in the position to gauge whether I think you should or shouldn't be shut off. Do I sympathize with you?
Yes.
No, I don't sympathize with that person because
probably with some people that
they've already done it before.
Genuinely don't seem like they can afford it.
Yeah, some people I get it, and I'm like, listen, and they'll explain it to me. I've just called the office. I'm like, I'm sure she'll understand. I'm like, just call the office right now and talk about it, and you could probably get a payment plan going or something, or just push it off a week.
The worst part is like,
and then we'll wait.
About what just
I'm
like I genuinely sorry. I'm like fucking in it. I genuinely tried to call my boss, like Chandra, and tell her like, I'm sorry, shit didn't go, blah blah blah. And these motherfuckers immediately blocked my number. Like they both did. Like, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were like actually my friends because we've like talked about shit outside of work and all that stuff. How the fuck are you gonna not do your job, get me fired, and then not have the common courtesy to like just listen to me?
Because at the end of the day, they're just trying to cover themselves, you know? That's all they care about. They don't care. And that's the thing that kind of sucks with my job too, is like I genuinely don't know. Aside from Pam, I don't know who actually like
cares about you.
Cares about keeping me around. Like Rusty says he does, but I got a feeling that Rusty would throw me under the bus the millisecond something was gonna fall back on. Because that's just the kind of person he is. He does it to Daniel all the time. Which yeah, he hates Daniel, and I know he doesn't hate me, but I still think he would do it to keep his job. You know, I genuinely don't think that he would take the fall for something if he could blame it on me. I mean, that's what he did with the last guy who was here. He keeps pinning stuff on Xander. And I think the only reason Xander even did anything wrong in the first place because he got so fed up with everyone's lack of work ethic here that he just started doing stuff because why not, you know? Might as well. No one's going to do anything about it. And guess what? No one did anything about it until Justin started. Then he did something about it. But even Justin's losing his work ethic because the mayor is pushing him like to the point where he's already looking for another job.
Like I actually
I ain't supposed to know that,
through and the entirety of the work life I had at that fucking building, I did the same effort of work every day. I'd put literally 100% of it in because I had nothing to do for that 8 hours. And even when I went home, I'd want to do nothing. So why the fuck don't I just do what I'm supposed to until I have to leave? I mean, it's not like I'm going home to anything.
That's my thing at work, especially. That's like exactly the same with me because I'm like, you know, I could sit here at work on my phone for 8 hours and then go home and sit on my computer for 8 hours, or I can do my job. Like because my boss will never give me anything to do. He just won't because he doesn't want to do anything, and that sucks. Because to me, like my mindset, why am I even there? Why am I here?
And then out of nowhere,
wasting your guys' money. Like I'm wasting your guys' money. I'm wasting my time because I could literally be at home doing something I enjoy more. Yeah, I wouldn't be getting paid, but guess what? I'm not doing anything anyway. Might as well just let me go home and then pay me. I'm like, why am I even here? You know, I literally like feel bad because like, why am I should not be getting paid. And like Pam told me, yeah, I shouldn't feel bad about that because it's my boss's decision. At the end of the day, if he's not going to give me anything to do, it is what it is. But my mindset, like the way my mind works, and that's not good for my mental health at all. Like not even a little bit. Like my mental health is like not very good most of the time, and I'm at work, like at all. I can't, especially if I'm not doing anything, I'm just sitting there. It's like, it's very, very not dangerous, because like I'm not like suicidal or anything like that. I will never, ever,
Oh yeah.
ever be like that. Like the thing is, like I just have like thoughts. Like I'm just a very negative person mentally when it comes to me just thinking about myself and like the way my life is. I'm a very negative. I think about negatives a lot. That's just like how I am. I'm always thinking worst case scenario. That way I can be mentally prepared, because in my life I've had to deal with
And
so
then when
many
it's
worst
not
case
the
scenarios.
worst case scenario, it's like, whoosh. That's good. I always think everything is going to go the worst way. Like, the same thing here. Like, I always think that everything is going to be as bad as it possibly can, and then it just never is. And then when it is, it's like, oh, okay. Well, then what am I going to
Yeah,
do
it's just like,
about
oh, I expected that. I mean, that's like, you know, it's not my position to do anything on my own. Rusty's my supervisor. He should be there. But I mean, he sends me to do stuff on my own all the time because he doesn't want to do it, and that's fine, I guess. Whatever, if that's what he wants to do. But he should be there to
it? And
supervise.
yeah,
But
like, what can you do about it? There's nothing you can do about it.
I can do it. I know I can do it. But here's the issue with me is like, even though I know I can do something, like 100%, I can do it all by myself. I have no problems with it. I've never had an issue. I will still question every step that I do. Even though I know what I'm doing, and I've done it so many times, and I know that I'm correct, I will still do something and think to myself, maybe that's not right. What if it's wrong? Like, every time.
I mean, even then, it's
really,
not a bad thing to
like,
do. It's not a bad method or a brain. It's not a
but
bad brain thing.
it really helps me to have someone with me to reassure me, like reinforce my ideas, make sure that I'm correct. Because yes, I know that I'm correct, like inside, like I know, but I'm still gonna question it, and that's self doubt that was instilled in me from the dad and Lydia. Literally is why, because they've instilled so much self doubt in like my abilities that I know I'm a more capable person than 90% of people.
Yeah.
Mentally and just in general. Like I just am, and my work ethic is like nearly unmatched when I'm actually like doing something. Which part of that's just because I get angry at it if it doesn't go the way I want it to, and then I get really really motivated. But like it's just I don't know. I've been working by myself for this past week because Pam's out of the office. She's on vacation, which she deserves it entirely. She deserves a month-long vacation for all the stuff she has to put up with. And Daniel's been in the office, and Rusty's been in the office, so I've been out standing these hydrants by myself, just sitting there. And, you know, I don't have anyone to talk to or nothing. I'm literally just sitting there. Yeah, I got music, but I'm stuck with my own thoughts, though, right? And that's, like, not good for me. I know that wasn't good for my dad.
I'm gonna give you the scope of what my job was, right? Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna give you a rundown of what I have to do every single day that I had to go into there. I had to I clock in at 8 o'clock, but I'd always clock in at 7:53 just to get there early. Now, what I do is I'd start off with an ice cart. I'd go around the building, and I'd give all the residents. I'd have to take their old cups from yesterday out of the room, and put them on a cart. Take them to the trash, get them a new one, put the date on it, write the date on myself. And that lasts me. I have to do 50, I think it's 50 or 100 rooms, 2 residents per room. I think it's 50 rooms, 2 residents per room. And I would be doing that for about an hour. Keep in mind, that's not in my job description. That was never in my job description, but it is because we lack people. Now, the next thing I do, which is my job, I have to go around and give them the daily activity paper, and that's great. Until it gets to about 9:10, which Becca is supposed to help me gather residents for her activities. Instead, what she does is maybe go gets a few people, unless it's church. Oh boy, this fucking stupid ass liberal when it comes to church. Oh, I love to do everything I can for Jesus Christ because when it comes down to anything but him, I don't want to fucking do it. No, like, literally. Becca will not get a single fucking resident unless it's for her Bible study. I will have to go do that. And by the way, my job is handing out the flyer. I hand out the fucking paper that says they're doing the activity. I'm not obligated to go get them, but I do because the fucking director tells me I have to, which is fine. What do I find Becca doing half the fucking time? She's sitting in the fucking office on her phone talking to the director. I go in, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're just figuring out the calendar for next month. You know what's great about that? Becca's not a fucking coordinator, she's an aide. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll get over it eventually. I do get over it. I did. A month after finding out that she has a fake promotion and she's making like, I don't know, $20 an hour compared to my 14 fucking 50. So that's fine. Like I said, I get over it. She's still doing the thing that, quite frankly, she's not supposed to be doing, which is sitting in the fucking office. And that's what got me fired today, was she was sitting in the office. So, I'm over that. We'll say 9:30 goes, it comes up to 9:30. There's this thing we do called Sip and Smile. You give the residents coffee or hot chocolate, and they can all have a conversation with each other while they wait for the next activity. Next activity is Daily Delight. I am once again required to go around the building, cutting off the thing I'm scheduled to do, which is one-on-one visits in the rooms, to go get her residents. Good, that's fine. I've gotten used to it. She starts coming out to help me less and less. Oh, you know what's great? Oh, I'm actually not going to be out there. Can you do it for me? Okay, I'll fucking do it. I do it anyway. I need to go leave to get some file work done, some paperwork that need to be filed. I need to write the resident's name down. Okay, I do it every single day. I leave there. They don't have anything from me. Okay, that's fine. And that's what they get. So here, it comes around 11 o'clock. It's almost time for lunch time. I turn on their TV. I turn on The Price is Right, so they have something to watch while I wait. We are not legally obligated to stay in that room while that's on because, A, they don't have any drinks from me. B, I'm not the one that put them in that room in the first place. Becca was the one today that put them in that room. So, okay, I leave to go write down my paperwork. I sit in the office. I sit at the spot that I call my desk, even though there's desk in there for two people that I'm supposed to have my own fucking desk, and I don't have my own desk. I have to sit at the fucking island in the middle of the damn room and call that my desk because they don't have a space for me to write my filing paperwork down. That's some bullshit. Anyway, let's say it's a normal day of work and I didn't get fired at that point. I will proceed to go after lunch and do one activity with the people so I can at least talk to them for the day. I usually do the crafts because I'm a very artsy person. I've also made a lot of art for the people in that building. So, what I do is I'll get my stuff, I'll go do it. That's fine. Everything's peachy. Ryan, you're doing a good job. What's Becca still in the... Can you take a guess at where Becca is still? She's in the office.
So talking to the supervisor?
Not even talking to the supervisor usually. She's in the office apparently making calendars. You want to know what the supervisor's job is to do? She's supposed to make the work calendar. She's supposed to put in our work orders. She's supposed to figure out what activities we're doing. Not Becca. She's an activity aide, not a fucking coordinator because for some reason they sympathize with the women because all of them there are fucking stupid, sexist retards. It did get to a point to where I started getting sexist. They were making me take out the trash because it's a man's job, by the way. Another thing.
That's illegal.
The end of the fucking day, it would start coming around to the time where I do this thing called hydration. I would do the hydration. I'd go around with a cart with ice on it to fill up their cups to make sure they're not too thirsty or not too anything. That's great. I'd make sure that they'd have it. And I'd also put snacks on that cart, just in case they got hungry. So, when it came down to it, I wouldn't have them stopping me in the hallway with my ice cart, blah, blah, blah. Hey, can I have a snack too? Blah, blah, blah. I'd just bring the snacks with me. You want to know whose job that actually is that's apparently the nurse's job. I find that out like a month later, which is fine. Come the end of the day, I'm sitting there for an hour doing nothing because I have my job done. Oh, Ryan, can you do this for me? Or can you do that for me since you're done with your job? They don't say that, but that's what it is. It's, can you do this while I'm doing that? They make me do shit such as running to the fucking printer to get them stuff. You'd barely ever see them out of that office unless it's a day they're actually physically scheduled to go out. And even then, it's 50-50. Because I would do so much work, and I'll tell you right now, I'd do so much work that I'd want to go home, and I'm fucking non-verbal because I'm so stressed out. Like, I get so stressed out to it's a point to where I become actually, like, mentally ill. Yesterday, you can ask, Austin. I came home, and he walked in the fucking door. I genuinely didn't know what to talk about. I could not speak. I was at a fucking loss. One of my fucking residents that I love talking to also passed away. Like, shit. How much more do I have to deal with? That they can come in and just everything's so peachy. And that's what it boils down to. Is they're not doing a job. I'm doing the job. I'll give them credit where credit's due. Maybe they're scheduling something in that office. Maybe they're doing something. But at the end of the fucking day, what are they doing? Because they have no paperwork to show for it except for a calendar.
Yeah.
I have a resident there called, okay, I can't say her name, but her name's Judy. She literally said, like, she's dying, and she says, I don't really want to get out of, like, today, I walk in her fucking room. I don't want to get out of bed usually until I see you, because I know that you're going to help me. And she's like, she literally gives me hugs, and she used to give me hugs and shit saying she wouldn't know what she'd be doing without me. Like, shit. She is not a non-cognitive. She knows that she's being mistreated, and I'm the only one that's ever said anything to anyone higher up about it. They finally did something about it after I asked, not a nurse, I asked. I managed to get that resident on the fucking resident of the month. Like, I actually did. I managed to get that.
Probably the first instance of insubordination, then. Probably you helping her out.
No, I'm legally required to help her out. I'm legally required.
They probably didn't like that. They probably didn't like that because that makes them look bad, you know, and that's part of the issue.
Which is just, the job was just, I guess, too much for me. It was, I guess, that's what it was.
No,
I think I was too ambitious, is what I'm saying.
I don't think it was too ambitious. I think that those people were just
lacking ambition. Or lacking ethics.
They're comfortable the way things are, and they don't want them to change because then they would actually have to do something more, and they don't want to do that. So they're going to throw you under the bus because.
But the residents are dying from it. There are people in there that are actually residents.
Like I said about my aunt's grandpa, they don't care, and that's. I mean, it sucks, but that's the truth. They don't care.
No, I'm just saying.
They don't care as long as they get their paychecks at the end of the week.
The residents there are literally fucking filed as depressed after coming in. There are 1-star reviews on fucking websites. And it has a rep for being known, like, just known for being, like, if they don't like you, you're gone. So what am I supposed to do?
Yes.
Really? Like, what am I supposed to do besides sit there and take it? Like, I'm sorry, I tried my best.
I mean, that's what sucks about it, is it's just not a good work environment, unfortunately. And that's just the way that it's always been, and it's the way it's probably going to stay for a long time unless they get a change all the way through. Everybody needs to go. Or all the bad ones, anyway.
It's the fucking administration, man. And that's what you get with administrators. I mean, let me tell you this. That's what you get with administrators. They know they get paid a fuck ton of money, so they just don't give a shit anymore, man.
Well, that's kind of what happened with Cleves before I started, was that it was literally deteriorating because nobody was doing anything all the way up to the top. And now, Justin's trying to change things. And, you know, Daniel wants to change things too, which is good. He's just an idiot. And I want to change things, but you got people like Rusty who's still in the supervisor position. He doesn't want to change things. He liked not doing anything. It's like he doesn't want to do things.
It just doesn't make
whenever I try to do
sense
stuff,
to me that
it just makes him look bad.
Disgusting fucking behaviors can revolve around people that are dying. These people are literally fucking dying. Like, dude, I don't get it. Like, could anyone get it, to be honest?
Unfortunately, a lot of people dump their grandparents in nursing homes, so they don't have to deal with them. And then they go there, and the people
are literally fucking dying, and they're literally. Our job is to keep them happy until they inevitably die. Like, that's it. Our job is to keep them happy, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I just those people just don't care, unfortunately. And I mean.